Namaste. Hello and welcome everyone. We are gathered here today for a very special reason, to safeguard the future of our children. Swasth Immunized India ke liye. Immunization, टीकाकरण, currently prevents 2 to 3 million deaths every year. जी हाँ, टीकाकरण हर साल पूरी दुनिया में लाखों बच्चों की जान बचाता है उन बीमारियों से जिनसे उनकी जान तक जा सकती है. लेकिन भारत में अब भी, इंडिया में अब भी 5 लाख बच्चे हर साल दम तोड़ते हैं क्योंकि टीकाकरण नहीं होता. An entire generation lost. इसलिए ये खास कैंपेन हम आज लॉन्च कर रहे हैं. We at Network 18 have partnered with Serum Institute of India, SII, to launch a nationwide campaign to raise awareness at a mass level and to protect our children from vaccine-preventable deaths. We are very thankful to our partners and their exemplary commitment to the cause. Adar Poonawala, President, Vaccine Manufacturers Association of India, and CEO, SII, whose vision has brought this campaign to life. With Natasha Poonawala, who has continued the philanthropic legacy of the Poonawala family. Dr. Nitin Shah of the PD Hinduja Hospital, an expert in vaccinology, immunology. And please welcome on stage the campaign ambassador, Kareena Kapoor Khan. Adar, it's been your brainchild. What motivated you, or what made you think to go into this kind of a massive campaign?
Well, as you heard, 60% of children in India are vaccinated. About 40% don't receive or can't receive vaccinations due to many factors, cold chain restrictions, awareness, fake news also on social media that you hear about.
Fake news?
Yes. Fake news on, the misnomers that vaccinations cause autism and various other complications which have been completely disproven by the WHO, the CDC, world-renowned experts, that vaccinations are safe and perhaps the most cost-effective way to prevent morbidity and mortality in children under the age of 5. And that's why we've been so passionate to try and promote this message, even more than what the government already is doing. Modi ji has already done a fabulous job with his push on this.
The mission Indradhanush.
Yes. And so we want to take it further with Kareena's voice. I think as an icon and as a mother, I think we'll be able to be even more successful.
So Kareena, what motivated you to join this Swasth Immunized India campaign?
Of course, I have to say that since the birth of Taimur, I've always said that my life is actually in his hands because he is my life. So the most important thing I think a mother wants is the safety of her child, the well-being of her child. I think we all know that as a family, when you know that somebody falls sick, especially when a newborn or a child falls sick, I think the impact it's even worse than I think when an elder falls sick. I think there's just that thing. So when I was being a mother today and Taimur being, on his vaccination journey, when I realized and I did a lot of research, I kind of educated myself about these vaccinations, I realized that if there's a chance that we can help our child from actually combating infections and fatal diseases, why not help everyone, like it says, on the length and breadth of India? I think there would be that connect, I'm sure. Every young mother, every parent will have that connect with me because it's something that I'm experiencing right now. I mean, for a second also, if I think that, there is something that I can protect my son from, why not do it? So the idea is that to educate people, to educate the masses, to kind of make them believe in these immunizations, in these vaccinations. And I'm so happy that, we have Adar and Natasha, apart from being dear friends, being such amazing people to kind of take on this cause and to just, want people to come out there, vaccinate themselves, get themselves immunized, get their children immunized. I think that is just something that I couldn't say it's an absolute no-brainer for me to be a part of this wonderful campaign.
क्या सोशल मीडिया के आने से, I mean, Ada raised this point, that सोशल मीडिया के आने से जो पहले जो अवेयरनेस थी उसमें भी ये प्रॉब्लम्स खड़ी हो रही हैं क्योंकि अलग अलग तरह के मिथ्स फैलाए जा रहे हैं. आपको यू सी दैट इन पेशेंट्स कि लोग पूछते हैं कि ये कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं हो जाएगा, वैसा तो नहीं हो जाएगा.
So first of all, I think I would like to stress that immunization is one of the most cost-effective public health measure ever invented by mankind. While we know breastfeeding, clean environment, hand hygiene, good nutrition are part and parcel which are told to us from ages. But immunization is something which we have invented. And I think if it can save lives at a throwaway price, why not?
I'll just add on there. ये awareness में ही सवाल है कि awareness होने के बाद भी when you get these myths through social media, तो वो awareness के लिए, awareness कराने के लिए भी तो problem create करते हैं.
Correct. So I think that's where the role of experts come and some celebrities come. If Kareena says a vaccine is safe, it is safe. Whether I say or I don't say. That is the bottom line. Right.
I think that is the case with the polio campaign as well. I think Mr. Bachchan, people have heard and read, sorry to interrupt you, that where people actually would see the campaign and hear Mr. Bachchan's voice and they would say that he would say it, उन्होंने बात इतनी stern तरह से कही जिस तरह से उन्होंने campaign की
और वो जंग हमने जीती.
Exactly. And people actually got scared that if we don't go into the vaccination camps, Mr. Bachchan will be angry. That was the kind of fear that people had. And look at it today. I think we're nearly, I mean, you know, it's eradicated completely.
Polio campaign is a shining example for the rest of the world. तो इसमें celebrity का role इतना important हो जाता है, जैसा डॉक्टर भी कह रहे हैं, even doctors agree that.
It's both ways. We're supposed to trust the medical fraternity, but sometimes you need that little push. When you have a celebrity or a cricketer or anyone of that stature which people look up to, you know, these are icons that the public looks up to. And when they speak, the public generally tends to agree with or listen.
Especially जब voice lend करने वाली celebrity herself is a mother and is going through that whole process and wants all the mothers of India to ensure that their children are immunized.
And, you know, it's not just a digital campaign. I think we are hoping that, of course, with the government support on all levels, you know, state, national, as well as local levels, you know, we have Serum Institute India supporting, we have, you know, everybody coming together to serve the public. I think the idea is to reach out to the remotest of villages, to probably, you know, the smallest nooks and crannies of the country. You know, that is what is the most important, where probably, you know, there is that, you know, they don't even have any idea, or they're probably scared, or they, like doctor said, you know, there's so much female illiteracy where you know, they don't even know what to do. So the idea is to reach out to that level is, you know, what I feel. And if that happens, I think that we can have, like you said, a shining example, like, you know, how we've eradicated polio. Hopefully we have, you know, to promise a better future, healthier life to our little ones.
And you go to a remote corner of the country one day and somebody tells you, this is my child and he was immunized because I heard you.
I think that is going to be one of the biggest box office successes of my life.
लेकिन ये myths किस तरह के होते हैं डॉक्टर? किस तरह के लोगों में गलतफहमियां हैं?
So the myths are 3 or 4 different types. One will be about the safety. That is the prime myth that comes whenever a vaccine.
कि safe ही नहीं है.
So a vaccine safe नहीं, इससे एक बच्चे की वहाँ पे death हो गई, एक बच्चे की वहाँ death हो गई, इसको hospital में भर्ती करा गया. So anything happens during the campaign, the blame goes to the vaccine. Give an example. Suppose 15 million children would receive pulse polio on one day. Everyone will also drink water, right? If someone falls sick, would I say it's because he drank the water he fell sick? No, but they'll say he took the polio, that's why he fell sick. And I think this type of myths are then blown up in the community by various people with or without vested interest, and that leads to the problem.
ये भी तो माना जाता है ना कि अब तो पोलियो है नहीं, तो फिर वैक्सीनेशन की क्या जरूरत है, या अब ये बीमारी भी eradicate हो चुकी है, तो अब इसकी क्या जरूरत है?
Correct. So that's the complacency that you're talking about, and I think community cannot be complacent. Coming to polio, we know countries which are polio-free for 10 years and 15 years have had resurgence with adult polio.
I actually wanted to say something on the rubella bit of it as well, because where Serum Institute comes from is first about preventative medication for mothers and for children. So the rubella vaccine, if a mother gets rubella while she's pregnant, the child will be born with birth deformities and have these issues all their life. I mean, can you imagine being complacent about a vaccine like that and say that, no, I forgot to take it or I didn't take it? The awareness is essential. You can be born with a child that has a lifelong birth deformity. I mean, it's something which is they have to live with for the rest of their life. Can you imagine the cost of that? And here in India, everyone is so cost conscious and they don't want to spend on a vaccine, but you'll be spending for medical facilities all the child's life, for care, for nurse care. So this is one of the very major things.
To sum it up, it's the good old saying of prevention is better than cure. So I think we should focus on the fact of spreading the word on prevention and rather than cure. That is what the motto, I think, of this campaign is.